Hi, I'm Kane. And this is my review of Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. No, Final Reckoning. Ghost Protocol. It's the final Mission Impossible movie, and Ethan Hunt has the deck stacked against him. Let me tell you something. What makes a mission impossible? Well, what if an evil AI that could predict the future had full control of our financial infrastructure and was in the process of gaining full control of our nuclear arsenal?
Nuclear. It's pronounced nuclear.
The evil AI known as the Entity is on a collision course with human enslavement and then the possibility of the decimation of the entire human race. And if Ethan Hunt takes the Entity offline, our financial structure completely collapses and we go into an apocalypse, a la Y2K. Remember that? Remember Y2K? He keeps the Entity online, then the human race is enslaved by an evil AI, and either way, it's checkmate. So there's no good options.
Or is there?
There's also a human bad guy that is, also in the movie, and he is Hammy, Ham Boy. They call him Honey Baked Ham, because I don't know who that actor's name is, and I'm not looking it up. He is a Bond villain, but like one of the cheesiest kinds. He's always taunting but also kind of flirting with Ethan. Swear to God, I feel like he doesn't want to kill him. He wants to kiss him. At the very least, the bad guy wants to kiss Ethan Hunt straight on the mouth and see how he feels inside. It's a very weird performance. And also, this guy has more access to nukes than I think any one person should have access to nukes for a person who is himself not a, governmental body. Who has one nuke, let alone two nukes? There's two nukes in this movie that the bad guy sets up for Ethan's team to try to stop from blowing up. But this is the most impossible mission of the Mission Impossibles. I mean, really, truly, all the things that Ethan does to be able to get this thing done and save the world from the evil AI Skynet, is pretty crazy and a lot of the time very cartoonish, but fun. Like it's fun. It's a good fun movie, and I really like. It's bombastic. It's huge. Like there's the whole submarine sequence that was very tense and very scary. And it felt like it was like shot almost like a monster movie. There's no music. It's just the sounds of Ethan crawling through this wrecked submarine at the bottom of the goddamn ocean. Insane. And then how's he gonna get out? Oh God, I was on the edge of my fucking seat. Oh God, it was so good. And that sequence is so crazy that by the time it's done, you're like, is the movie over? And then there's more. And you're like, what no fucking way there's more. But there's more. And then the last part of the movie takes, even though it is very exciting watching Ethan up in the air, jumping from plane to plane, trying to stop the bad guy. It is very reminiscent of one of the best Mission Impossible movies out there, Mission Impossible Fallout, where he has to get a thing from the bad guy who's in a helicopter, so he jumps on a different helicopter, and then he's able to get from one helicopter to the next helicopter to stop the bad guy from blowing up the whole world. And he does it within a millisecond of the thing exploding and whatever and all this jazz. So basically, the exciting, intense finale of Fallout happens in this almost exactly. Like the whole time I was watching it, I was like, this is just Mission Impossible Fallout, which I guess is like a love letter. The whole movie itself is a love letter to all the other Mission Impossibles. There's a lot of Easter eggs. There's a lot of callbacks. There's a lot of stuff from older movies that somehow, for some reason, are, in this movie. They're plot points from the old movie to this movie. That's why this movie is taking place in the first place. All in all, I really did enjoy it. It is super silly, but really fun and cool. I love the highs and lows of Mission Impossible movies. There's 8 of them, which is insane. That's an insane thing. But it might be my favorite, outside of James Bond, obviously, it might be my favorite spy franchise, just because Ethan Hunt went from a guy, in the first movie, he went from like, he's just a guy in the Mission Impossible who has to be, he's like smarter than the average guy. And he's pretty cool and he knows magic, and who doesn't want to fuck that guy? And now Ethan Hunt is literally Jesus and he's Jesus. He's a guy that's so unpredictable that an AI that was made and evolved to predict every possible future outcome just cannot predict what Ethan Hunt is gonna do. He is that crazy, that kind, that good-hearted and virtuous. It's an insane thing to make a character that guy, but you know what? He's that guy, and you're not that guy. You're not that guy.
Not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
7 out of 10.